to go over the CD Projekt Red's 2777 info drop. Um, no script or anything like that. I just want to watch the video with you. Let's go ahead and watch it. That's why we're here. And we're just going to watch through it once, and then I'll go back over to go over some of the highlights.
Oh my god, Juanita here. Today's news is Novamax.
Hi there. New to Night City? It's not so bad here.
How we feeling today? Cause I feel amazing.
The food. The Thai on 7th and Haywood. The pierogies down by the docks.
Our home. Our pride.
And as always, your business is my business.
And this is your World News Update. Endless possibilities and endless lies.
We are and I don't know how we're gonna fix it.
The homeless population in Night City has risen by 300%.
Crime in Night City is now double the rate than in the new United States.
You want to be some kind of hero.
But that's a fight this city won't let you win.
On your own, you're
That was Keanu Reeves saying another bad word.
Well, on that note, that's it for today's Info Flash. Sleep tight, Night City. The grass ain't greener anywhere else.
Night City. What does it mean to you? How well do you know its history? Who was Richard Knight? How many stations are in the NCART system? Which city district boasts the best burrito in town? The answers to these questions and more can be found at the address at the bottom of your screen. Check it out and fall in love with Night City all over again.
She pulls my trigger, got me up all right. It's a danger pretty here in Night City.
All right. Obviously, it is quite edgy. The idea is that it's in a dystopian future where instead of there being just one, a lot of these games and a lot of the sci-fi go back to there being one specific power that controls the universe, the galaxy, the planet, whatever it may be. And as we saw, there's going to be different factions. From what I know about talking or hearing from the writers, there is going to be, you're going to be asked to join certain factions at the get-go. So once, I don't mind. I don't have a problem with that. If it's, GTA on steroids in the future, I'm all for that. I could go back and play GTA right now. But it looks like it has the media, the hokey picking on both the right and the left, politics in general, picking on society in general. I love how I think that GTA did a wonderful job about that, and I know this isn't a review of GTA, but obviously there's a GTA in Los Santos, which, okay, for those of you who don't know, Los Santos is California, Hollywood area. It actually has a San Francisco area. It has Hollywood. It has the Valley. And that's how, for those of you who don't know, that's how big this world was. And the reason why I keep talking about that is because that's what we're going to get here. That's what they've been showing us is going to happen with this. And like I said, Matt had mentioned the other day, he was reading out loud and he said, wow, this says the game doesn't come out for another 2 years. And at first I flipped out because I wouldn't have been exactly surprised, to be quite honest with you. But it wasn't about this game. It was about the multiplayer version. And when I say multiplayer, we're talking about full-on GTA, mass multiplayer online, or at least, 20 people per lobby with unlimited lobbies, for people to join on, just like GTA, where you can get in and live your life in the city, and other people are living around you. They can sabotage you, they can attack you, they can rob you, steal your stuff, or they can help you. You can choose a path of good or bad. And I love that aspect of GTA. I spent a majority of my time defending people, helping people in trouble, helping people run missions, taking out people who were just in there causing trouble. And I made so many friends. So I'm excited that this would, because I've seen the apartment that they give you to start out, and it looks like it has entertainment systems. You have the bathroom where you can go in and you can change your appearance. I believe you have a spot where you can make upgrades to your body. Because remember, this is a future where Elon Musk's Neuralink has already happened, which I want to have a video on that. I want to talk about that. I want people to talk back to me about that. I'm so excited about Neuralink. Neuralink means this stuff that we're looking at here is the future. Neuralink brings a really strange future. I'm not going to go into that. Just wanted to say what may seem crazy, upgrading your body, upgrading your vision, upgrading your strength, seems all, like science could work it out. No, Elon Musk just worked it out, and he did it on some pigs, which is totally awesome. As you can see, everybody has some sort of line on their face, or, automation, eyes, limbs, and so in your apartment, I believe you're going to have some sort of station where you can change out your, I saw one of the attachments for once you get a part of you cyberized, it's not like you can go out and reattach flesh. There was one showing of an arm that had a claw, that like a sword that came out, this folded out that way, and there was that on that same arm they had an attachment where instead of wearing that arm, you could wear an arm where the wrist pops open, kind of like Ghost in the Shell. If you've ever seen Bato's arm, he's got that. Now if you look at this character, this is your main friend contact. This is the person who's going to be explaining things to you, basically your instructional guide through the story. Because remember, this is open world. You're not on rails. You can pretty much do whatever you want, which is why I want to get to that part of how long. Okay, we're 19 minutes. I just don't want to go hours and hours, and I know how I can get. So let's. So there's different stuff you can take, nanopills. There we go. That's what I wanted. So see this. Can you imagine, guys? Like that would be one of the apartment buildings, just like in GTA. Think about any one of these buildings in GTA, and think about what we have now in our computers and gameplay, in our Xboxes and PS whatevers, that they can handle. Think about the engines used to make and run this game are so much more capable than a decade ago when GTA came out. Can you believe that? GTA has been out for a decade, almost a decade. I'm like blown away when I think about it. We've been playing a video game for that long, and it's still hot. Like I said, I can get on and play it right now. But back to my point. There we get a little view of one of the back alley doctors. Um, it looks like a tattoo artist or something like that. I think that's so awesome that they went that route. She's kind of struggling, like it hurts, and he's just trying to fight her to hold her in place to. Now that's what I'm assuming. This is like a back alley doctor. You could probably either go like if you're in the company, if you're a corpo, I think they call it. I could be wrong, then you're going to go to some fancy doctor. You have that special insurance. You have all that stuff. Um, Even your weapons, I guarantee, are going to be different. They're going to be more polished and stuff like that. But you'll probably be lacking in some other area. They're really good at balancing that stuff out, and I know that they spend a lot of time doing that in this game. I've read countless articles and interviews with the creators. They spent a lot of time trying to get the factions to be fair, as in having the same level of strength. So yeah, some back alley dealings, a lot of crime. The police force. Oh, let's see if I can get that back. Let's see. I'm using my Xbox to make this a little bit easier. There we go. The police force. So I don't think that this is a faction. This will be just like the police cars, and I say that because I heard them talking about this. This is going to be like the police cars and the cops walking the beat in Los Santos. You don't get in their way. Now, this says NCPO, Night City. Okay, he's a Night City officer. So there's a difference. There's going to be these guys, and something that looks a lot like these guys is the insurance special ops teams. And I know that sounds weird, but that's the way health insurance is supposedly going to work in the future. Changed, or she was reprogrammed. When it comes to all this stuff, that could be something optional. Can you hack someone's eyes? Can your eyes be hacked? Can your reality be hacked? But back to the helmet. Yes, that is the helmet from those original commercials 8 years ago. Pretty awesome to see them and to know this is coming in just a month. I am yeah, it's crazy. Oh, so this looks, very similar to what we see in like the Division. That's what I'm thinking of. So if you've played the Division, you have to unlock, certain parts of your base where you can have weapons modded and upgraded, and where weapons become available to you. This looks very much like that. And let's be real. A lot of the stuff with these video games, we're not talking about, things we haven't seen before. Getting a firearm out of the arms room, the way those things work, the prompts, the challenges. We're going to be looking at the same stuff. But so when you hear me, if you message me later and yell at me later that it's not going to be like, we're looking at basically the same kind of stuff. Let's see. Oh, he's coming up. I don't want to miss it. There he is. Keanu Reeves. How cool. How cool. Like when this first came out. First of all, when this first came out 9 years ago, it was movie stars weren't doing stuff as much with video games. I mean, think about when Kevin Spacey came in to be in the Future Warfare. Oh, man, that was like groundbreaking. Someone of his level, A-list actors being in video games. And I think it's been over the last decade where video games have become so mainstream. And I'm sure a lot of you, but yeah, so video games encompasses all of that, the movies, the music. So of course it's going to be, the most profitable, highest expenditure, grossing income form of entertainment, because it's got all of that. So yeah, we know it's got. I don't know what they're gonna do with the music. Um, if you remember back in the day, a lot of them were, GTA was having its own rock stars. They kind of would make their own music. And a lot of the video games did that. And then they had contracts. They got, and I think that's why Vice City went back to the 80s. Aside from it being a cool premise, the idea of being able to access that music. So, music, mainstream music, there's a lot going on in the industry. So, we don't know. Do, you know, I would think rappers and rock stars and pop artists would be stupid to not want to get involved with something like this. I mean, they could probably pay them. I mean, they're talking about this being the biggest media entertainment spectacle of like the next 2 years. Now, I can tell you that this is gonna be, if it turns out to be good, which, it really should. There's really no reason for it not. They're staying away from all those micro transactions and having to pay. You buy the game, you play the game. Now, are they going to have downloadable content? And I'm sure all that. And I'm sure you will be able to spend money after the fact. But for the most part, you're going to get a game that you can play. And they were really, really upfront about that. Okay, just like we said, like in GTA, even the way the rocks are set up and everything looks the same. It looks a little beat up. I'm trying to figure out why. Like, is this broken? Are these not working? Are they turbines to generate power, or what's the deal with this here? You can see the little power grid thing. So yeah, I guess so. Okay, that's what I want to. So this right here, this is obviously some sort of mansion. You see the security guards right there, and as it plays through, you see security walking along. Either this is going to be some sort of swanky club, or it's going to be some, boss man, not hideout, but mansion where you can still see the city. You can probably see the beach. I'm really wondering where they're going to go with water. I can't imagine. You can see the water right here. Is that a pool or is that a moat? Yeah. So I'm kind of interested to see. Are they going to have? Are you going to? Well, obviously, you can change your body. You can give yourself, aqua lungs. Whatever. So I think that's just awesome. The highways, all that looked very. The news shots, the political figures, all that just like. But it's going to play a bigger role, I believe. The more seedy areas. Huh. We got the stores, we got the restaurants, got downtown. Look at that site. Tell me that's not Blade Runner, man. Holy mackerel. And looks like they have a... Now, I see what I did wrong. So I went in to look up Night City Love, and it's nightcity.love. That kind of, that's very much, see, I could totally see this being like GTA. Now, remember, I keep saying the GTA thing, but I'm not saying that it's going to be multiplayer. That's been already told, like I said, me and my son had that conversation. It's going to be another year and a half before they come out with, or maybe a little bit over a year. It will be multiplayer. They've already said it's going to happen. So, yeah, It's not going to be in this one. And oh, anyway, I've gone way longer than I originally. I thought this was going to take 15 minutes, but I really enjoy this. I hope that you guys really enjoy this. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, just hit me up. Hit me up on Instagram at MaxScarver. Hit me up on YouTube, comments, or direct message. And that's Flash Mackey at YouTube. And that would be, capital F, Flash, space, capital M, Mackey. And yeah, I would love the input. And I'd love, this is supposed to be a community. We're supposed to, all have a say. And that's the way I want to keep it. As long as it has to do with, the stuff that we're interested in and interesting to look into, I want to talk about it. Or if, there's concerns, if there's, something that, bothers you, makes you happy, bring it and let's discuss it. Let's get everybody's opinion. One of the things I talked about early is, I'm happy to be in with a group of people who's really serious about, finding truth and disseminating that truth. So yeah, this is definitely a place to do that. We do want to make it entertaining, but yeah, feel free to also twitch.tv/FlashMackey. If you were watching the stream, then you already know that. But the next video that I want to make is going to be on Elon Musk's Neuralink. I am so pumped up about that. I know you guys probably think that's weird. It's amazing. It's way bigger deal than the media's making it out to be. We're talking about the future is now. I can't even begin without getting crazy. So, thank you very much, everybody who came by, everybody who watches this on any of the platforms that I have. I really, really enjoy this. Y'all have a great day. Peace.